everybody. It's me, Sam, Kermit Von Frog 12, and I wanted to talk to you about this thing I have with primers. I believe I have 13 eyeshadow primers open right now, and I thought I'd talk to you about them. I have too many primers, I know. I have high-end, I have low-end, I have indie brand. I run the gamut of eyeshadow primer, but it's because it's really important to me. Eyeshadows will crease on my eyes if I don't wear a primer, and some eyeshadows work better with other eyeshadow primers, so that's why I have so many. I have, let's see, I have them set here. Now, two of the primers I have are glitter bases, and I've got the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue, and that's for applying things like, you know, MAC glitter pots and stuff, or IT Cosmetics glitters, although the glitter base that comes with that one I like much better. And I also have the e.l.f. one for glitter bases and stuff, Makeup Lock and Seal. That works really well. It's clear and liquidy and wet. So, but this stuff, if you've got a really chunky glitter and you really want it to stay, this is great. Put this on after you apply your eyeshadow colors and have everything blended out before you apply your glitter, because this will chunk up and mess up everything if you don't. This one, I'm not as huge as a fan. It's more like it's kind of peely. It feels like either Elmer's glue when it dries on your palm and you peel it off, or rubber cement-ish. I don't know. It's not as good. This one is by LA Splash. It's the splash proof sealer. And I don't know. It says it's an eyeshadow sealer base, but it's pretty much meant to pack glitter on. Right now, today, I'm actually wearing, this isn't considered a primer, but I'm wearing it today as my primer, because I'm testing another eyeshadow out to see if this will hold it on without creasing, because it did crease on me before with just a regular primer. So, and this is the MAC Painterly paint pot. I also have soft ochre, which is slightly more yellow on me, which I actually prefer when I use like greens and yellows and stuff, because it's like vibrant with that. But this stuff, if you pack it on nice and thick, it smooths out your skin. Probably can't tell. And it evens out the skin tone, removes all those veinies and stuff. I think most people who watch YouTube channels know about it. But then I have these three that are similar. This one's by number 7, and it's got an apricot tone to it. It's so dark in here to me, but not to you, huh? As you can see, it does have some pigmentation, and did I swatch that right? Can you see that at all? No, you can't. From here, it's got a pinkish tone. It's very creamy and emollient, and it thins out really nicely. But it doesn't set. It doesn't set. It tends to move around on my eyelid. So, yeah, no. And then these two I got both in Ipsy bags. This is Mica Beauty Cosmetics, and I think you can get Mica at kiosks in the mall, and it's kind of like a Painterly pot, but much more, I don't know, tacky. Like, it doesn't set like a paint pot. A paint pot will dry down on your eye, and this one will stay really emollient. If you're not wanting your shadow to slip and slide over a long day, this is not the product for you. But if you really just want a vibrant take real quick, especially with like pigments, loose pigments and stuff, this will grab on really well, but it eventually will move. And the same thing from Belle Pierre. This is the makeup base. I got this from BoxyCharm, I think. And it's really thick and greasy, very greasy. It's so greasy, you can see that shine. So, I mean, if you've got really dry eyelids and need that excessive moisture, as you can see, it brightens up real well. Damn it. It's uber greasy. Uber. Great for dry eyelids. I have dry eyes, but I do produce some oils around that area. Like I said, things tend to shift. So, not my favorite makeup base. I think it's great, though, if you wanted to use it as like a special effects makeup, or like a cream base for your face if you're trying to make like a doll skin. That would work, but it doesn't wear all day long. Then we're gonna go into the few drugstore ones I have. No, let's just talk about this one. NYC 24 hour. This one is a stick. and you rub it on and there is pigmentation. You shear it out and it goes away and it's gone. It feels more like a lip balm on your eye, so again, if you have dry eyelids, this would work for you. But things still crease with it. Still crease, but it does grab eyeshadow pretty good. And eventually does get a little chunky on the edges though. And then I have these two, which are kind of comparable to each other. The Ulta Extreme Wear and the e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. I actually really enjoy these textures. They're very thin. They dry down, but they add that little bit of layer, that adheration layer. They're great for sheer eyeshadow looks. If you're going for like a pastel spring look, perfect. Not really good for packing on like loads of color. If you're trying to do a dramatic crease or something, this isn't going to grip as well as you would like it to. But they do work well for me, and actually my eyeshadows don't crease with these, so that's why I keep them in my arsenal. And I buy the e.l.f. eye primer as a single. It's only $1. But again, that's only when I'm doing like a sheer look. And so I've got these tubies, so many tubies, and I have my all-time favorite eye primer of all the land is this Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And I love that they repackaged it. It used to have, when you pull this up, a doe foot applicator, and now they have a squeezy tube, which is much more hygienic. I'm not sure what the anti-aging properties are, but I do know that it smooths down any of the dryness I might have on the perimeter of my eyelids, and it moisturizes so I don't feel crepey. You know how sometimes, like, if you dry your eyelid down too much, it gets crepey and then you have all these bumps on your eyelids? This one is actually pretty good for packing on color. It stays just tacky enough to grab that pigment and hold on, but it's dry enough that you can blend so easily. And that's why it's my favorite. But I do really, really enjoy these 3 here, or 4. I enjoy these 4. 2 from drugstore, 2 from high-end. Milani Eyeshadow Primer. This one's a great one. This one is by Smashbox 24 Hour. Very tacky. Doesn't shift, which I like. It doesn't shift on your eyelid. Smoothing, and I really enjoy this one. And then the Lorac Behind the Scenes. These are all like little sample sizes, I think, but they last for so long, you know. This one is actually really nice. It has a smooge here, but I just take it out and blend it on my eyelid. I like the texture. I like the clarity of color on top of it, and it actually works really good with the Lorac Pro eyeshadow palettes. And I have all those, and I kind of usually tend to use the same ones with what product it is. Like, I use my Urban Decay with my Urban Decay, you know, kind of thing. And then this one I just started using, the Take on the Day Eyeshadow Primer by Wet n Wild. This is a great product for grabbing eyeshadow. It does make it a little more difficult to blend the eyeshadow because it kind of wets it and then sticks it. I do like it though. It doesn't crease my shadows on me. I really appreciate that. And it's really inexpensive and cruelty free. I have also the sample sizes of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Now this stuff does this weird thing on me. So if I use this when I'm ready to use a makeup wipe to swipe down and take it and make a sharp cut line for like a wing look or something, because as it blends out, it will mix into your foundation and make like this little like lichen ring, shellish ring around your eye area, and it's because it's heavy duty. It's kind of like caulking your eye. Finally, this is the one I do not like, by Bare Minerals Primetime Brightening Eyelid Primer. I do not like eye primers that have that shimmer in them. I do not like that. I guess it's for people who want to try it and use it as an eyeshadow, and then if they're later on the day feel like adding more drama, they can put more on it. I'm not a big fan of shimmery primer bases. I'm trying to get it out to show you. And then the texture gets like kind of shingle-ish. It makes your skin lift, like the flaky skin lift, and then you get like these little jagged shingle lids. So that's why I'm not a real big fan of that one. And actually going to be letting it go, and another let it go. But I just wanted to touch base with you, talk about why I have so many eyelid primers, which ones I really prefer. If you have favorites that you like, I know that a lot of people are like obsessed with the NARS eyeshadow primer. I haven't gotten to try that one yet. I will someday. But as you can see, I have a lot of primers to go through as it is. I prefer the creamy textures of the tube eyelid primers as opposed to these bases here. I'm not huge fans of these. It's too oily and greasy, so I want it to dry down and have tack, but I don't want it to be oily and greasy. So there you have it. Some people might prefer that. I don't know. Everyone's got their own thing, you know. So I'm glad you stopped in to hang out with me. I hope you're having a great day, and it ain't easy being green, but it sure is fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.